Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Sorry, it's been a minute for me again when it comes to making videos for this channel. I was traveling for work, but I am back and we're going to explore something crazy, something gnarly in this video. So if you guys want to see a true psychopath, this video is for you. It's actually really, really crazy. This 19-year-old dude in Colorado murders this 69-year-old homeless dude. And basically the police had no lead whatsoever on solving this murder. Well, thankfully, this 19-year-old's mother finds some stuff in his room, human head, arms and hands and whatever, calls the police, and it unfolds this way. We're going to watch this video, not necessarily the incidents video, but how it kind of unfolds. Anyways, guys, before we do that, if you guys like this channel, please subscribe, like, comment, whatever, all that stuff. Also, Instagram, Copperkaya, if you're interested. Anyways, let's get to the video.
It's not me in that car, you know?
I can't believe it!
Got it.
Oh my god!
It's kind of a time to not really know what to do, so.
I don't know what happened. At random, too. Why? I don't get it.
Don't have any answer. How old is Brian?
He's 19.
At this point, all the children in Terry Cohee's daycare have been picked up by their parents. Outside the home, at the end of their gravel driveway, Brian Sr., Terry, Brian Jr., and Brian's brother Andy await police.
Okay, so parents have some concerns of some stuff they may have found in your room?
Yeah, I believe so.
And what would it be?
A human head and hands.
Like, for real human head and hands?
Yes.
From?
That fellow who went missing recently.
Which fellow was that?
Warren Brown.
Warren Brown? When did he go missing?
The night of the 27th.
The night of the 27th? Okay, and how did you end up with him?
I murdered him.
With what?
A knife.
Why would you have done that?
I've always wondered what murder felt like.
Okay, where did you do that at?
Underneath the bridge.
Which bridge?
The one past
Okay.
near the weird
Okay.
intersection.
Do you have anything on you that's gonna cut, poke, hurt, stick me anything without reaching for nothing? Don't reach for nothing.
My phone and my wallet, that's
Okay.
it.
Well, I'm gonna have you face that way. Put your hands on top of your head for me real quick. I just want to make sure you interlace your fingers for me real quick, all right?
I mean, I know the cops got to confirm or deny this allegation, but man, why is he not cuffed?
What do you mean that was?
No, Brian, how
No,
did
no.
you come across this
How'd you
guy?
come across the gentleman?
I was driving
Uh-huh.
and I saw a strange shape near the railway.
Uh-huh.
So I parked my car and investigated it,
Okay.
and I found it to be a man sleeping.
Okay. Where's the knife at?
It is in my sunken car. Well, it's in my car.
I had that
Previously
Listen,
signed.
this is going to be an invest, and I'll take it from there.
Okay. So, did that happen when you crashed your car? Or is that totally different?
That's related, but a different event.
Okay. How's it related?
Well, when I killed him, I tried disposing of his body by putting it in the river, but
Okay,
I parked
so-
too low in the river. And
Where's
my
the
car-
rest of his body at?
Huh?
Where's the rest of the body at?
What parts?
The body, Brian. Where's his body?
Down the river.
Okay. I'm gonna have you walk over here. You're gonna sit in the back of my partner's patrol car for a minute, okay? Not yet. Okay. Just sit back there and hang out for me, okay?
200-pound, 6'1" Brian Cohee.
Again, guys, he wasn't cuffed, and this cop basically sends this guy to, to his partner alone to be placed in the back of a squad car. I think at that point, police have enough reason to just simply throw cuffs on, just in case, man. You never know. He's a big dude. You just don't freaking know. There's a serious allegation. There's an admission to it. Just throw the cuffs on, man. It's no big deal. You can always take them off, right? He's going to go in there and confirm it or deny it.
Well, let's stay out here with me for a minute.
Sit down. Come on, sit down, baby.
Can I go in there and verify here first?
Oh, yeah, please.
Let me
We
go
haven't
through
seen
that.
it. Yeah, we
Okay.
haven't looked at it.
It's under the towel in the sink.
Okay.
Yeah, Stay with your mother. Give her
Just make sure that guy goes in the car first.
I can stay here. You can go in the sink, right?
Well,
Sink
okay.
right there. No,
Yeah.
house is empty.
Okay.
I had a bag feeling about what happened this weekend.
Okay.
And she said there's a bag in this closet, and she opened it up, and she called me and said, "Get over here right now." I covered it with a towel.
Okay.
I didn't want him to see it because we didn't want him to run. I don't want to look at it.
The video is naturally all blurred, so there you go. The officer confirms it.
42, you clear for a call?
Yeah, 22 is probably the boss. He's just going to inform the boss about the whole thing. They're probably going to bring the investigations, crime scene, the bosses, everything. So it's a murder scene now. Anyways, let's go over to his interview with the detectives.
How did you get here?
I murdered someone.
Okay. But how did you get to my office?
Well, the police drove here from my mom's house.
Okay. You said you murdered someone.
I did.
Did you know the person?
No.
No?
No. I was driving one night. I was in a, shall we say,
Guys, look very closely to this guy's freaking demeanor. His face, his just eyebrows, they're not even raising or rising, whatever. This dude, I'm telling you, if he wasn't caught, without a doubt, he was going to kill multiple people.
bad state of mind.
Okay.
I saw a strange shape by the railway tracks, so I investigated, and it revealed to be a homeless person sleeping. Well, I presumed homeless, because he was there.
Okay.
So, I stabbed him to death,
Okay.
then decapitated his head and hands and arms.
Okay.
I then took the head and put it in my car trunk along with the hands in bags, plastic Ziploc bags. I took it back to my house, cleaned off the knife, tried to hide the head and hands, removed the trash in my car that was stained in blood. And then I tried sleeping. However, I was quite stupid, shall we say, because I decided that's too much evidence. The body needs to be dumped in the river. So I took the body in the trunk, drove it to the Blue Heron drop-off point, and unsuccessfully dumped the body as I parked too low down the ramp. The ramp is undirt, so unless you have four-wheel drive, you're not getting out. And I was able to get out, and my car flooded. I killed him just after 11, February 27th, 2021, and then I dumped the body. I tried to dump the body. I'm trying to remember the time exactly. It was 1 a.m.
Okay.
And yeah.
So that sounds fast.
Here's the night when he murdered that guy and tried to dump that body into the river, and his car got stuck on the ramp, and they called the tow trucks and police, whatever, to help him out. This is prior to police knowing anything about this. Again, they discovered this whole murder thing a lot later. So this is just motorist assistance kind of calls. The cops have no suspicion of anything, but check this thing out, guys. This is crazy.
Hey, quick question for you.
Sure.
So the back bumper, I don't know, you can probably see it from here. There's a lot of red on the back of that. Yeah. Dripping down it all a little bit. Right underneath the license plate. A little area right there. Okay.
Okay.
A lot of red. Which means, looks like blood.
Yeah, he put that body in the trunk. Chopped up body. So it is blood.
He might have, he just didn't know it. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. That's a good question. He's at home. Is he make sure he's not got a cut or he's going to bed. Something out on him somewhere that he's not aware of? Maybe because his adrenaline was a little high. Maybe just have him do like a self-check. Make sure he's okay.
Yeah. So the kids at home, their parents they're helping them out.
Blood on the back bumper of the vehicle.
Really?
Yeah, did you get hurt?
No.
Are you sure you don't have any injuries?
No, I'm fine. There's blood on it?
We're not sure.
We're not sure. It's a red, something red underneath the license plate.
Similar blood stain.
Oh, no.
All right. But you're not injured. You don't have any cuts?
No, I don't know what would cause blood or whatever it is on the bumper.
But you're not injured?
No, I'm not injured.
Okay. All right. I'll call you back.
Ooh, it's cold out here.
Is it good? My car good?
No,
No,
Brian, they're
okay.
trying to get it out. They got to rehook it and try it again.
They're having trouble getting your car out, buddy. Alright.
We'll call you back.
Call you back. Okay. If I can send a message on. Bye.
I got to move my car.
Let's get back to the interview.
So that sounds fascinating.
What do you want to know?
To start back at the beginning and go slow and tell me as many details as you can remember.
So,
Look how cold-blooded this guy is. No remorse, nothing.
probably,
I have no idea.
15 years. You're going to get more than that, buddy.
I mean, I'm going to jail for
Okay.
20, probably, but, so I figured, why fight it?
Okay. So what's important to me is to learn as much about you and what you did and as I can.
Well,
As many details as you can give me, the better.
I drive a 2007 Ford 500,
Okay.
and I keep a small 18-inch bat in there for self-defense,
Okay.
and a large kitchen knife in the glove box, both for self-defense, because I don't really trust anyone, or really any part of this town, so that's why I have both. And, let's see, yeah, it was the night of February 27th. It was a full moon, and I figured I can see so well, why not drive out? And I am in a bad state of mind at that time. I have major depressive disorder, so I am not thinking, I shall say, positively.
Okay.
And I'm cruising around for an hour and a half. So I fill up on gas halfway through, and I'm eventually driving underneath the bridge near the sheriff's office. You know, like how... Can I?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
There's a road underneath, right?
Mm-hmm.
Down under the overpass. And I was driving along, and I see a shape here on the railway track. So I'm like, oh, interesting. So I go up, and as I'm looking, I see a large thing wrapped in a canvas.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's a homeless person. So I grab my knife, I put on 3 layers of gloves, because plastic gloves can betray their users because they're so thin, those vinyl gloves, by imprinting your fingerprints through. So I put on 3 on one hand. I took the knife, I pulled back the canvas, and I stabbed his neck.
Okay.
He was panicking at first in his old man voice. He was in his 50s. I know why I call him an old man. He was saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? Why?"
Look at this ridiculous son of a bitch. Look at his face. He's smiling as he's explaining it.
He was saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? Why?" And I just kept on stabbing his neck. This is okay if I do a demonstration.
Oh yeah.
This is him. I was strapped on top of him like this.
Okay.
And he couldn't fight back. It was actually surprisingly easy. I was barely breaking a sweat. I thought, oh, this guy, he's going to be tough. But no, it was actually surprisingly easy. And during the time, I was growling and making animalistic noises.
Why were you doing that?
I suppose it was a frenzy.
Okay.
I was so excited, so rushed up on adrenaline, and I was just, woo! And I paused, and he said, "Why are you doing this?" And I said, "I've been wanting to do this for a long time, murder someone." And then I continued. The whole ordeal lasted about a minute and a half.
Okay.
And I stabbed, and when I was finished stabbing him, he took out his last breath, a grunt, and his head was halfway cut off in stabs. All the while, no, actually, after I killed him, I just couldn't stop saying, "Stinky, dirty, dirty, stinky, stinky." It wasn't. I wasn't smelling anything, but...
And why were you saying that?
I don't know.
Okay.
And,
But you remember doing it, so.
yeah. I suppose it was just me speaking out my mind at that moment. It was a pouring out of the mind.
What are you worried about? I mean, this looks like it's pretty close to the road and stuff. Somebody seeing you
Well,
or catching you?
it was 11 p.m. So not many were driving by. Well, it was behind the pillar. So like here's the road. It was here. So people would only see a brief thing here and here.
So were you worried about them seeing you?
I was worried about one of them stopping. But
What did you think could happen if somebody...
Well, if they looked, well, it was quite dark under there, so they wouldn't have seen the guy unless they looked. They would have seen me holding a bloody 12-inch knife, wearing gloves, and wearing a mask to conceal my identity, a face mask.
Okay. So you weren't doing it for COVID, you were doing it to hide your face?
Partially. Social distancing. Right. Yeah, but no one stopped. And I'm just like, proves the bystander effect. And then I left his body there. And then I took the head, put it in a leftover pizza box from the dinner a few nights ago. And then I took the hands, put them in the back, drove home, hid the hands and head in my room, cleaned the knife, threw away the garbage with the blood on it, and then put the blood stained, wasn't stained, it had splatters on it. I put it in the the washing machine.
What did you put in there?
I put the outfit I murdered him in a washing.
Wearing, or?
Yeah, I was wearing.
Okay.
In the washing machine, put it on high speed so it would effectively remove the blood. Wash it twice. And then I tried going to sleep, but I was worried that because there was a hole in my gloves right here, I was worried that they would be able to obtain a partial print. So I figured, why not go all the way? I drove back in a different outfit, picked up his body, surprisingly heavy, put it in my trunk, and drove to the Blue Heron drop-off station.
Okay.
I parked, so it's like this, right? So let's say this is the ground. The ramp is quite steep, and you need to have four-wheel drive to pull out of it.
Okay.
And my car didn't. I thought, so I pull in, I thought that I could drive out. Because I put it in reverse, A, so that it's easier to pull the body out. And B, because the back tires would provide propulsion to push up.
Right.
And I open the trunk, I take his body out, I put it in the water, and because I don't want fingerprints on a body, so I just try moving it with my shoes. That works successfully. He goes out some part in the river and floats off.
Okay.
God knows where he is now.
Man, this is freaking crazy. The guy has absolutely no remorse. He's a psychopath. If you guys want to know what a psychopath looks like, that's how they are. Emotionless. That's how they are. Anyways, he thought he was going to get 15 years, but he wasn't that lucky, so here it is.
Trial, where he pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity, lasted for 12 days. Throughout the proceedings, Cohey's attorney argued that his mental illnesses prevented him from knowing right from wrong. But the jury didn't buy it. They deliberated for 2 days before finding him guilty of first-degree murder. Judge Richard Gurley said that in his 37 years in the court system and 16 years as a judge, this was one of the most horrific cases he's ever seen. Cohey was sentenced to life in prison plus 13.5 years with no chance of parole, a far cry from the 15 years he believed he would receive when he was first interrogated. He is currently serving out his sentence at the Buena Vista Correctional Complex in Chaffee County, Colorado, where he will stay for the remainder of...
That's about it, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section your thoughts about this. If you guys have cases like that, let me know. I'd love to check them out and actually provide commentary on this channel. But yeah, this is pretty crazy. I've actually spoken to a lot of murderers, but nothing like this, man. I mean, I've talked to some cold-blooded guys, but this is just at a different level. It's insane. Feeling really sorry for that guy, obviously. Seems like he was a very nice guy. Everybody really liked him. He helped out everybody. He was just a homeless old man. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And also, again, if you are interested in this channel, you like the content, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff at the same time. Instagram, Copper Kaya. Guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.